On 7 September 2020, DRDO made India to join the elite group and stand fourth in the rank after China, Russia and USA. DRDO test fired the HSTDV, the Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle. It is considered as one of the greatest technological achievements of India in past 40 years as it paves the way forward for building missiles that can fly at a hypersonic speed of Mach 6 and above. As per the sources, DRDO is preparing for its third hypersonic test demonstration vehicle HSTDV mission HS-03. Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector. Now let's try to understand why HSTDV or the hypersonic technology is so important for India. A hypersonic vehicle has a huge potential in both military and civil applications. It can be upscaled and used as a hypersonic missile. With its hypersonic speed, it will pose a big challenge for interception. The scramjet engine could be used in civilian passenger air transportation as well. It will cut down the time of air travel from India to US by 1/6. The hypersonic vehicles can also put satellites into orbit at a very low cost. A hypersonic missile, on the other hand, will give India a global reach in targeting places and striking them because of its speed. This technology demonstrator can be seen as the first step in designing the hypersonic cruise missile systems such as BrahMos Mk2 hypersonic cruise missile system. The air-launched version of BrahMos hypersonic is under construction too. These hypersonic cruise missiles are very difficult to intercept. The hypersonic technology provides us with a massive strategic impact and improves the strike capabilities of our Indian armed forces. The hypersonic speeds are those which are 5 times or even more than that of the speed of sound. HSTDV is an unmanned scramjet vehicle with the capability to travel at a speed 6 times that of sound. The scramjets are a variant of jet engines called air-breathing engines. These engines do not work in stall condition and need to be first carried at a supersonic speed to make them work. The air entering in the vehicle needs to be supersonic. The ability of these engines to handle airflows having speeds in multiples of the speed of sound gives it a capability of operating at those speeds. The technology involves a launch vehicle and a cruise vehicle. The launch vehicle, which is usually a solid fuel-propelled rocket, is used to attain this supersonic speed. This is when the scramjet engine starts functioning and the hypersonic cruise vehicles gets separated from the launch vehicle. In the test conducted by DRDO in 2020, it was able to successfully demonstrate the hypersonic air-breathing scramjet technology with flight test of HSTDV. The hypersonic cruise vehicle was launched using a proven solid rocket motor, which took it to an altitude of 30 kilometers, from where the aerodynamic heat shields got separated at hypersonic Mach number. The cruise vehicle separated from the launch vehicle and the air intake opened as planned. The hypersonic combustion sustained and the cruise vehicle continued on its desired flight path at a velocity of 6 times the speed of sound, that is nearly 2 kilometers per second, for more than 20 seconds. The critical events like fuel injections and auto ignitions of scramjet demonstrated technology maturity. The scramjet engine performed in a textbook manner. Now talking about the third test of HSTDV, DRDO has started the assembly for the same, and if the related tender documents are analyzed, we can expect the third test to be somewhere near in next 4 to 6 months.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.